interesting week this week in that you had the Monday night game, so it's a little bit of a different schedule. How's that helped the team?
And then you couple it with the bye week too. It was kind of I was asking people around everywhere I went, what day is today? I knew the date, but I had no idea what day it was. So I think good for us. We were able to get in the film room and get in the training room, and I think our legs are underneath us for this last little sprint.
How did you kind of approach this week with how different it's been?
A lot of skill work, really a lot of attention to individual stuff, the team stuff. You know, this time of the year, your team's not going to change a whole lot, but you can really improve on the individual things that have been showing the second time around. You know, people know how we're going to play now, so their defenses are different on us. So we've had to do a lot of things individually. There's been a lot of one-on-one time, not as much team stuff. We'll turn back attention to Alabama today for the first time. We haven't talked about an opponent for about 2 days. So that's kind of probably the difference. If you were around in the gym, it just had a little bit of a different sense and a little bit of a different feel to more individualistic stuff than team stuff.
Seeing Alabama a second time, obviously, late in the game, they were able to really take it at you aggressively and get to the line. What can you guys try to do differently to try to kind of get them out of that?
Try to do what we did in the first half. Try to extend that lead out. You know, we had 31 points off turnovers we gave up, which for us is unheard of in a bunch. So they, you know, if we could have not done that early in the game, then that late flurry wouldn't have mattered. So I think we got to get to what we did first part of that game, which was we got good shots. We got to the foul line. That was the game, I think, where Dev went 12 of 12 from the free throw line, and we were very aggressive in attacking. So do what we did in the first half, you know, clean up some stuff there in the second half with them, the way they were touching the ball in the paint to their post players. You know, they're going to be the same size and the same strength that they were the last time we played, and we're about the same spot too. So we'll do some different things tactically wise, and we'll go to work on those today. Some double teaming, some not double teaming, keeping them off balance. I just think they got in a rhythm, you know, down the stretch, and it was so late in the game it was hard to change.
Disappointing result on Monday. What kind of a mindset have you seen from the girls this week?
You know, we were just disappointed in the 6 minutes that we didn't play very hard. The result, you know, I don't know. I mean, Kentucky was picked in the top half of the league in the preseason, and I love that everybody thinks we were supposed to beat them. That's an awesome thing that the expectations are already growing like they are. But there was a 6 minute span where we didn't play very hard, and it was very evident when you put it on the big screen in the film room. And in a game that was a big game, a game at home, back in front of Bud after being gone for so long, I didn't think it would be an effort thing that would have been our problem. I thought maybe they would throw it inside to their post players as well or something like that. But, you know, they beat us in transition down the floor 2 or 3 times. So the main thing was, why did that happen? We talked about it. It was our first real kind of, I don't know, opening up of the players that we've had all year after that game. We were in the locker room probably longer than we've been combined all year after a game, just talking. And I think we made some headway there, and hopefully that'll carry over to those things not happening. No lack of effort moments at all at Alabama on Sunday.
You talked a little bit. We talked a little bit late afterward Monday about maybe is there any distraction about maybe just being disheartened with this, you know, 7 out of 8 here, and just you know.
No, they keep showing up. And I keep using this stat, and I keep bouncing off coaching friends around the country. You know, today is our 91st opportunity to practice, and when you multiply that out by about 14 kids, there's 1,300 or so. A lot of practice opportunities, and we've got 13 of our 14 roster kids who have not missed 1 second of practice all year long, not 1 second. And Dev, the minute she missed, she wanted to be out there. She just had a bad ankle. They wouldn't let her practice. So disheartened is never a word that's come up with us, or discouraged. I think we're disappointed at times that maybe the results aren't there, but we don't talk about those a lot. So continue to show up, continue to cut down those stretches of times when we don't play as hard as we can possibly play. There's going to be times when we can't score, but we should still be playing hard through those. So I don't think they feel disheartened. I certainly don't feel it. It doesn't have that sense in practice. And, you know, I've been on some teams who have had really, really tough stretches and longer losing streaks, and it had a different feel. Those kids found a way into the training room, or they found a way to have to have a lab during practice time, or they found a way. These kids keep showing up, and that's as a result, I think, why they're such a joy to coach.